Next week in Emmerdale, secrets will come to light, loyalties will be tested, and choices made in the heat of the moment could change lives forever. The village, known for its quiet lanes and familiar faces, is about to be shaken by revelations no one saw coming. For Charity, the week begins with a truth she's been dreading. After relentless pressure from Ross, who has been desperate to know where he stands, she finally chases up the DNA test results. The moment the envelope is opened, her worst fears are confirmed. The baby she's carrying isn't just a gift for Sarah and Jacob, it's her own child with Ross. The weight of this revelation hits her like a storm. Suddenly, every decision she's made and every promise she's kept feels like it's crashing down. Confused and frightened, Charity turns to Chaz. But instead of comfort, the conversation spirals into tension. Chaz insists that the only way forward is honesty, that Sarah deserves to know the truth. Yet Charity's mind is already racing ahead. Rather than facing the pain head-on, she books a secret termination, convinced it's the only way to make things right. Chaz is horrified, warning her not to make a rushed choice she might regret. Their argument becomes heated, and the distance between them grows wider with every word. But if Charity thought her secret plan would stay hidden, fate has other ideas. Sarah, oblivious to the storm swirling around her, shows Charity a memory box she's been carefully creating for the baby. Inside are little keepsakes and tokens, symbols of hope for the future. Sarah's innocence makes the moment even more heartbreaking, as she suggests Charity could write a letter to the child, welcoming them into the world. For Charity, the guilt becomes almost unbearable. She hides her anguish behind a forced smile, but inside, she's torn apart. The question that lingers is simple but devastating: will she go through with the termination, or will Sarah's gesture be enough to change her mind? While Charity battles with her conscience, another young villager is fighting her own battles. April's relationship with her family is hanging by a thread. After the terrifying incident where Leo was rushed to hospital, Rona's anger and fear boil over. She makes it clear that she doesn't want April living under the same roof, believing it's too risky. But Marlon worries that pushing his daughter away will only leave her more isolated. For April, the message is clear: she's no longer welcome, and it cuts deeper than anyone realizes. Determined not to be a burden, April claims she'll stay with friends. In truth, she seeks refuge with Ray, who has been watching closely and waiting for the right moment to tighten his grip. He offers her a room, pretending it's out of kindness, but his intentions are far more sinister. Sitting at a bus stop with her bag packed, April looks more lost than ever. That's when Bob appears, spotting her before it's too late. He offers her a place at the B&B, and April, desperate for a safe option, accepts. But this small act of kindness doesn't come without consequences. Ray's anger at losing control of her will only grow, leaving April caught in the crossfire of a dangerous situation she can't yet see coming. Meanwhile, Celia finds herself at the center of another storm. Overhearing Rona and Moira's conversation about April's future, she steps in with her own blunt opinion. According to Celia, Rona has done the right thing by keeping her daughter at a distance, at least for now. Her words hit hard, planting seeds of doubt that only make Rona question herself more. For April, it means the door back home stays closed a little longer. Elsewhere in the village, love and loyalty are also being tested. Gabby turns to Charles for guidance, pouring out her heart about the struggles she's facing with Vinny. Their marriage feels shaky, and she doesn't know how much longer it can hold. Charles listens carefully, offering wisdom and calm. He even joins them for a counseling session, urging them to remember why they came together in the first place. His words seem to work, giving Gabby and Vinny a glimmer of hope that maybe they can rebuild. But hope is fragile, and doubts are never far behind. Later, when Vinny shares a moment with his new friend Louis, Gabby walks in at the worst possible time. She sees them hugging, a gesture meant only as support, but her mind jumps to the darkest conclusions. Her insecurities flare, and suddenly all of Charles's advice feels meaningless. Can she truly trust Vinny, or has the damage already been done? As relationships falter, chaos erupts elsewhere. Jimmy accidentally floods the King house, forcing the entire family to pack up and move in with Laurel. What begins as a temporary solution quickly becomes a nightmare for Laurel. The once peaceful home transforms into a whirlwind of noise and mayhem, testing her patience to its limits. Jimmy, desperate for an escape, sneaks away to the pirate ship outside just to catch a breath. But the chaos is only just beginning, and Laurel may soon realize that her good deed has come at a heavy price. Tensions rise even further when Carl grows closer to Clemmy, leaving Lucas feeling sidelined. What begins as quiet jealousy soon boils over into open hostility, and the two boys clash at school. Nicola, never one to mince her words, refuses to tolerate trouble from the Tate family. But this time the fight doesn't end in the classroom. The police are called, dragging both families into the mess. The shocking twist? No one knows who picked up the phone to escalate the situation. That single call could change everything, and the fallout will be massive. Amidst the turmoil, a romance is blossoming. Belle and Kami are enjoying every moment moment together, so much so that they pushed their relationship forward faster than expected. But the question lingers: have they rushed too far, too quickly? Passion can be exciting, but in Emmerdale, it often comes with consequences. Back at the Woolpack, Chaz faces another crisis, one she almost overlooked. While she's been caught up in Charity's chaos, Liam has been quietly battling his own fears. Waiting for medical test results, he struggles with the unfamiliar role of being the patient instead of the doctor. Anxiety eats away at him, and Chaz realizes too late how much she's neglected his needs. Trying to make amends, she reaches out, but the damage of her distraction may already be done. And finally, a lighter note offers a glimpse of peace. Bob, still embarrassed by his awkward moment with Celia the week before, finally swallows his pride and apologizes. To his relief, Celia accepts without hesitation. Her offer to buy him a coffee is more than just a gesture. It's proof that forgiveness is possible, even in a week filled with tension, heartbreak, and uncertainty. Next week in Emmerdale, nothing stays hidden for long. Secrets will unravel, lies will come to the surface, and choices will carry consequences that no one can escape. The question is, when the dust settles, who will be left standing strong, and who will be left broken by the truth?